Hello, Quizticles, and welcome to another Sunday special, Sunday the 16th of February. So, quick advert up there before we start, just to give you the gist of where you can find all of the amazing content that we're bringing to you. So, every single Sunday night, 7:30 on both YouTube and Facebook. So, if you hunt Tusk Trivia on both, or youtube.com/Tusk Trivia, Facebook, just search for the page, or you're probably on it now, and that will land every week. Follow, subscribe, like, comments, feedback, scores. All good. Every single Tuesday, 11 a.m., Tusk Trivia releases Trivial Tuesday over on Spotify. Just a little 5-minute podcast every week. A few questions for you to test your knowledge, get your day started, a little bit of a random fact, and something positive to round out the episode. And finally, and by no means least, TuskTrivia.com is the home of all of the special edition quizzes. So every single Saturday night, the first 7 of which are the Harry Potter books, there'll be a new quiz lands on the website exclusively every single Saturday night, and that will be the case going forward. So the next 50 odd weeks, in fact, going forward for this year and next, every Saturday night will be the home of a special edition on there. There's a load of extra content, and that has grown all the time. Word searches, we're going to get some crosswords hopefully up on there. Word scrambles, there's loads of different things. There's a shop section, some merchandise, some books, some little bits and pieces, loads of news and updates, and everything will also land on there, and it'll be where I'll plug some of the charity stuff that we're going to be doing over the year as well. So, we will be back with you in about sort of 20-30 seconds. Enjoy a little bit of music, and then we'll kick off with the quiz. And we are back, and quick run through the rules. It is pre-recorded, as you can no doubt tell, so take as long as you like. Pause, rewind, replay. I don't give you tons of time on every question because you can just hit pause. It also keeps the files a bit smaller, especially when uploading to multiple sites. Takes a bit of the edge off that. I'll present the whole 3 rounds, and then we'll give you the answers at the end. Reviews, feedback, scores, always warmly welcomed in the comments, as well as anything on the website, either of the channels as well. Any suggestions you've got for quizzes, rounds, an idea for a special, loads of archive material that is available on the Facebook page. So let us kick off. As always, we go with round number 1, which is the connections round. Do these in about blocks of 8, and I'll sort of switch it up after that, and so you're not doing it every single week. The connections round are going to be 9 questions that are completely random, it might seem, but they will all have an answer that links to a common theme. Question number 10 is going to be what links them all together. Round number 2 will always be the picture round, and then we'll mix up round number 3. Our round number 3 tonight continues with our decades series, and we've already had the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, so tonight we will hit the 80s. But let us kick you off with the connections round. Question number 1. I'm not going to lie, this one took a lot of writing. That's why I don't do them every week. They're really hard. So we'll have a break every so often. So here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the cute little snowman in Frozen? What is the name of the cute little snowman in Frozen? For number 1. Some are easier than others. Some work better than others. So in my head, this was one of those where I was like, that's going to be brilliant. And then by the time I'd finished writing, I thought, you're getting it because I've spent that long writing it. You are absolutely getting it. So apologies if it's a tougher one. Question number 2. Which clothing brand features a flying seagull on its logo? Which clothing brand features a flying seagull on its logo? Number 3. Garfield was what type of animal? Garfield was what type of animal? Or is what type of animal, actually? Still on the go as Garfield. Number 4. This card can be used high or low in many games. What is it? So this card can be used high or low in many games. So what is it? Question number 5. Valance, Willoughby, and Home all share which first name? Valance, Willoughby, and Home all share which first name? For number 5, what is the first name? Question number 6. UK Gold Classics had a name change in 2007. What four-letter name does it go by now? So UK Gold Classics had a name change in 2007, and what four-letter name does it go by now? I can't believe it had been called that for so long, in fairness. I had to double check the dates on it. Number 7, what would you get if you smoked a herring? What would you get if you smoked a herring? Number 8, founded in 1948, what is the name of the luxury Italian home appliance manufacturer? So founded in 1948, what is the name of the luxury Italian home appliance manufacturer? And number 9, literally word for word from the dictionary definition, what H word describes a three-dimensional image reproduced by a split coherent beam of radiation? I really just thought they were really cool things when you got them in your breakfast cereal as a kid. Or like in cartoons and stuff when they used them. So what H word describes a three-dimensional image reproduced by a split coherent beam of radiation? And number 10, what links them all together? What links them all together? So number 2 is the picture round, and we are going to have flags of the world. Flags of the world. Question number 1. What's the country? So just going to see 10 flags. It's going to tell me the country. There is number 1. As I say, if you want longer on each one, just hit pause. Give you what sort of 15, 20 seconds on each one. But if you do want more, pause, rewind, all that good stuff. Might do some live ones again, we'll see. Maybe, who knows. See if I may find to do a live one to the website so I could be a bit more creative with it. Work in progress added to the list. Number 2, what is the country for number 2? Or what about country number 3? Number 3. I think that's one of those flags where everyone goes like, oh, is it that one or that one? Which one is it? Flag number 4. Number 4. Flag number 4. Number 5. Which is the country for number 5? Flag number 6. What is flag number 6? Seven. Flag number 7. Number 8. Flag number 8. Number 9, flag number 9. And finish it off with the weird flag, different to all of the rest, flag number 10. I believe it's the only flag in the world that is not of a standard rectangular shape. Believe, not going to guarantee, but I think. Right, so when you are ready, join us over at round number 3 as we crack on with the decades. Welcome to the 1980s. The 1980s. Hence the nice neon colours. Question number 1. Which 1985 film saw Molly Ringwald, Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall and Ali Sheedy trapped in a day-long Saturday school detention? So which 1985 film saw Molly Ringwald, Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall and Ali Sheedy trapped in a day-long Saturday school detention? Quality film. Number 2. Which American rock band had a huge hit with Eye of the Tiger in 1982? Which American rock band had a huge hit with Eye of the Tiger in 1982? Number 3. Name the actor. Number 3. Name the actor, part of the infamous Brat Pack. Number 3. Obviously, that's some in more recent times, not in the 80s. Number 4. In which year was the first BBC Red Nose Day? So in which year was the very first BBC Red Nose Day? Number 5. Who won the Formula 1 world title in 1984? So who won the Formula 1 world title in 1984? Number 6. What was the name of the Greenpeace ship which sank on the 10th of July 1985? So what was the name of the Greenpeace ship which sank on the 10th of July 1985? Number 7. Who was the voice of Will-O-the-Wisp? Who was the voice of Will-O-the-Wisp? Number 8. Name the song. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. So name the song. Bonus point if you want to get the artist as well. So it's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. Point for the song, point for the artist. Why the devil not? Number 9. Who are these two characters? And you get a point for each of them. A point for each of those two characters. Another film I haven't watched for ages, actually. It's a downside writing a lot of the quiz. You're going to need to watch that. I need to listen to that. I need to read that. And number 10. Who sang their anthem for freedom hoisted above the Berlin Wall on New Year's Eve 1989? So who sang their anthem for freedom hoisted above the Berlin Wall on New Year's Eve 1989? So rewind, record, replay, restart, rejig, and we'll be back with you. Pop the advert back up there for another 10-15 seconds or so, then we'll join you back at the beginning once you're sorted. We'll be back with you very, very shortly. Speak to you soon. Welcome back, all the way back at the beginning, round number 1, the connections round. And when you're ready, we'll kick off and we'll get you some answers. So question number 1, what is the name of the cute little snowman in Frozen? That is Olaf. Olaf for number 1. Number 2, the clothing brand that features a flying seagull on its logo is Hollister. Hollister for number 2. Number 3, Garfield's a cat. Garfield is a cat. Number 4, the card that can be used high or low in many games is the Ace. The Ace for number 4. Number 5, Valance, Willoughby, Home all share the first name Holly. Holly for number 5. UK Gold Classics became Dave. Dave for number 6. What would you get if you smoked a herring? You'd get a kipper. Kipper for number 7. Founded in 1948, the Italian home appliance manufacturer is Smeg. Smeg for number 8. And number 9, the H word that describes a three-dimensional image reproduced by a split coherent beam of radiation is a hologram. A hologram. So number 1, Olaf Peterson. Number 2, Captain Frank Hollister. 3, The Cat. 4, Ace Rimmer. 5 is Holly. 6 would be Dave Lister. 7 would be a kipper, as in smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast. 8 would be Smeg, as in Smeghead. And 9 would be the hologram, and the link that links them all together is Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf for number 10. You have no idea how long it took to write that round. I'm talking nearly 2 hours to write a round. I've written multiple quizzes quicker than I did that round. Hence the reason, whether you like it or not, you were getting it. So well done if you did get them all and you got the link. Flags of the world for round number 2. And number 1 is Brazil. Brazil for number 1. Number 2 is India. India is flag number 2. Number 3, New Zealand. New Zealand for number 3. Number 4 is China. China for number 4. Number 5 is the Ukraine. That's the Ukraine for number 5. 6 is Canada. Canada for number 6. 7 is Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe for number 7. Number 8 is Vietnam. That is the Vietnamese flag. Number 9, Peru. Peru for number 9. And number 10, still convinced it's the only flag that isn't the standard shape. That is the flag of Nepal. Nepal for number 10. And off we go to the 1980s to finish you off this evening. Number 1, the 1985 film with Molly, Emilio, Judd, Anthony and Ali would be The Breakfast Club. Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club for number 1. Number 2, Eye of the Tiger was a huge hit for Survivor. Survivor for number 2. Number 3, that is John Cryer. John Cryer for number 3. Number 4, in which year was the first BBC Red Nose Day? It was 1988, February the 5th, 1988. Number 5, who won the Formula 1 World title in 1984? That was Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda for number 5. Number 6, the name of the Greenpeace ship which sank on the 10th of July 1985. That was the Rainbow Warrior. The Rainbow Warrior for number 6. Number 7, the voice of the Will-O'-the-Wisp was Kenneth Williams. Kenneth Williams for number 7. Number 8, It's Going to Take a Lot to Drag Me Away From You. There's Nothing That 100 Men or More Could Ever Do. That was Africa by Toto. So a point for Africa and a point for Toto. Number 9, a point for each of these. That is Atreyu on the left. The little laddie is Atreyu. And Falkor. Falkor, the friendly dragon or luck dragon. So Atreyu and Falkor, point for each. And number 10, hoisted above the Berlin Wall on New Year's Eve, singing his song for freedom, his anthem for freedom. It was the man himself, the Hoff, David Hasselhoff, for number 10. So thanks very much for playing along. Obviously every single Sunday 7:30 on YouTube and Facebook. Tusk Trivia, we will launch the Sunday special quiz that you've just played along to. Every single Tuesday 11 AM over on Spotify. Search out Tusk Trivia for Trivial Tuesday, which is a little 5-6 minute every single Tuesday at 11 AM. And TuskTrivia.com with special edition quizzes every single Saturday night now is going to be the special edition. every single Saturday night. Normally launch about 6 or 7, so keep an eye on the page. There's loads of extra content. The merchandise store is growing on there. There's news, there's updates. If we're going to do charity stuff, that's where you're all going to find it there. The website's going to be the home of everything. And obviously the quizzes will go on, the weekly ones for the Sunday night will remain on Facebook and YouTube. But the website's going to be the hub. I'm going to get work on that a lot over the course of the year, including getting some archive content on there, which is a bigger job than it might sort of sound like. It's like 600 or 700 quizzes that I'd have to go through and re-record some. So it's a lot of work, but it'll be good fun. So, thanks for playing along. Feedback, comments, reviews, and all that good stuff, always welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, and good night, my little quizticles.